What's going on, guys? Mike Gumbo here. Today I want to show you one of my favorite methods of recovery, foam rolling. Again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. That way you're always updated and new videos coming out every single week. Let's get started. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you one of my favorite routines to do right after training with the foam roller. Don't mind the pink color, this is the gym's foam roller, so gotta just use this one, alright? So first of all, I like to start with the upper back, go down to the lower back, to my glutes, all the way to my hamstrings, calves, and then go all the way around, back up here to your thighs, right? And then go on the lats and shoulders, alright? So I'm gonna show you how we do that, alright? We're gonna start with our upper back here. You put this here, right? Even on your neck, right this way, right? You can even start on your neck, this way, getting those muscles nice and loose. Then you go up on the upper back here. I like to spread my arms out, that way I feel like my back is spreading out a little bit and I can get some of my shoulders in there as well. You don't have to go really fast. Actually, it's more useful if you go a little bit slower. If you go slower, you can find some of those muscles that are nice and tight, and then you can hold that posture right there. You find the muscle, you hold that spot, and then get that muscle nice and loose, alright? So there's no really point to go really fast. Just take your time. Each session might last around 15 minutes. I'm gonna go a little bit faster right through it, so then that way you get to see all of it. Then I work myself down to the lower spine. When we do the spine, right, or when we do that lower back, then what we want to do actually is roll on the side, right? Because you actually don't want to roll on your spine. You don't want to roll on the bones exactly. You want to get the muscles. So go a little bit on the side and then turn to the other side. Go a little bit on the side this way. Again, if you find a spot that is more sore, then you can just hold that spot, right? Sometimes I like to hold the lower back because the lower back gets really tight, especially for Muay Thai fighters that are kicking, using a lot of the muscles that are at front, like the abs, right? Like our thighs. Then sometimes our lower back can take an impact on that. Next, I'm gonna go down to my glutes, right? So you just pretty much sit on it this way. And same, I actually like to go on the sides here. I like to go one side and then go on the other side. If you want to put more pressure, then all I do is put one leg, cross it on top. So if I'm rolling on my right glute right now, then I put my right leg on top here, crisscross it this way, and then all I do is just try to grab those hip flexors as well. I'm gonna grab the hip flexors because especially if you want to kick higher and stuff like that and you have really tight hip flexors, it's gonna make it hard. So it's really important that you roll on those hip flexors, and I'll show you how to do that right now with the foam roller. Again, you just have to put your leg crisscross here, turn this way, right? And just try to get the top of your glutes, right? Those hip flexors as well. If you want to do that, you gotta just turn a little bit more. Once you're done with that, right, you can get here the bottom of your glute just a little bit this way. That also gets tight for me at least. Both of your legs, of course, right? After you get one leg, get the other leg. Again, you don't have to go really fast. You just make sure that you grab all the muscles, you hit all the muscles that you can, especially those that are really sore. Now we're gonna work down to our hamstrings, right? When we do the hamstrings, we just put it this way, roll all the way, use our hands for balance, right? Pull all the way to the top, then all the way down to the hamstring. I like to break it into pieces, then that way I'm not going like really far, right? I want to make sure that I really pinpoint those parts that are really sore and then hold it or slowly roll over them. Right, and after that we switch to the other side, this way, other leg. You can use your other leg this way, so if you notice I'm pushing with my arms, my hands right here, and also with the leg, right? So I'm balancing, my butt's off the ground, that way I put a little bit more pressure on that leg, on that hamstring. After that, we're gonna work ourselves down to our calves right now, right? I like to do one at a time. If you want more pressure, then you can put your leg on top of the other, and then this way you have even more pressure, alright? If you want less pressure, then you can put one leg here down, and then that way you can put less pressure by pushing up. You can control your pressure that way. Right? I like to turn the calf side to side, so I like to turn it here, right? get all the calf. I like to turn it to the other side as well. Right? Again, if you want even more pressure, then what you do is once you're here, you want more pressure, then you can balance on one hand, put the other leg on top, and this way you get a lot more pressure. Becomes kind of a little bit of a workout, right? You gotta use your abs, you gotta balance, right? But of course, once you get used to it, it'll be nice and easy. The idea here is not to get a workout. The idea here is to recover your muscles for the next session. And again, just try to get the whole thing, making sure you get all your calf, right? So turn your leg sideways if you need to. Right? Once you're done with your calves, then you're gonna work yourself up back to the upper leg, but then this time it's gonna be your thighs, right? So what I like to do for the thighs is just lean on it sideways here. Again, I can use this foot right here to get less pressure, right? I'm leaning here on the IT band. I extend the other leg out, so this leg kind of goes on top, kind of crisscrosses here. Use my hands here for balance, right? If I want even more pressure, then again, I put one leg on top of the other here, this way, kind of balance more, and that's a lot of pressure right now. They're really sore, so it really hurts. So I'm just gonna put my leg right here, put a little bit less pressure. Same thing on the other side, ready? I put my thigh right here, IT band, I cross one leg to the other side, and that way I put pressure, put one more pressure, then I put one leg on top of the other. Now we're gonna hit those hip flexors, guys. When we do the hip flexors, kind of just have to just lean on them, right? With on top of the foam roller, kind of just put my hip right there. I find the muscle. I like to put my elbow on the ground, right? Other feet are kind of just rolling nice and easy, right? If you notice, I'm not doing big rolls. I'm kind of just putting pressure there, and then you can move your body sideways this way, right? So now you have a tilt this way and a tilt this way, right? Tilt this way with your legs and arm, right? And a tilt this way. You gotta just use your waist here. Find those muscles, those hip flexors, and then put some pressure. You can find a spot, then you can hold it. It's one of my favorite ones. It's actually to work there on the hip flexors, right? Get my legs nice and loose. Of course, now you go to the other side, same thing. You find those hip flexors here, and then kind of just sit on them. Use your elbow here to get that balance. Use your feet as well. Tilt your body, that way you're grabbing all of your hip flexors. Right, and after that you can work yourself up to the chest as well. So you can just lean on it this way. Lean one side, so I use this part of the foam roller right here, right? I lean on it there. And then same thing, I use my hands for pressure and for balance. When I mean pressure, it's just to relieve the pressure. I push up. If I want to put more pressure, then I just kind of let go, okay? Same thing, nice and easy. Doesn't have to be really big ones. You just feel it on the chest right there. And that's it, right? Switch here. Again, we're using that edge right here, right, to dig in there. Put one arm extended, other arm nice and close to your face here. And just extend this way. And that's it, guys, all right? Of course, you can go up to the shoulders as well, all right, nice and easy. But I like to do that around 15, even 20 minutes, right, nice and easy. I go through the whole body. If I can do it 2 times, then I'll try to do it 2 times. And that gets me ready for my second training session of the day, if I'm training 2 times a day, or the next session of the next day, all right? Foam rolling is one of the best recoveries that I personally believe in, because I always, since I started foam rolling, my body gets a lot less sore, and it's just a lot more loose and strong for the next sessions. Alright guys, if you have any questions about foam rolling, please comment below, and see you guys next time.